Did you know many lung cancers stop responding to chemotherapy, making treatment almost impossible as the disease fights back? Now, thanks to scientists at CRISPR, a revolutionary solution is here: CRISPR gene editing. Their research has just demonstrated that using CRISPR to switch off the NRF2 gene, the gene that usually helps cancer cells survive, can make even drug-resistant tumors sensitive to chemotherapy again. The key is targeting a common mutation called R34G, found in squamous cell lung cancer. By removing this gene in only 20 to 40% of tumor cells, researchers saw chemotherapy work again and tumors shrink, offering real hope for patients. Even better, this precise gene editing works only where it's needed, no healthy cells are harmed, and the risk of unwanted changes in the DNA stays extremely low. This approach could reach far beyond lung cancer. Because NRF2 drives drug resistance in many tumor types, liver, head and neck, and esophageal, the same gene editing method might help countless people in the future. These findings mean classic cancer drugs could wake up and work again, making survival more likely for thousands each year. Gene editing isn't just a futuristic dream, it's about to change real lives, with clinical trials now on the horizon. Imagine being told you have lung cancer, starting treatment and feeling hopeful, only for the medicine to stop working after a few months. That's what happens with many lung cancer patients. Their tumors, once vulnerable, quickly become experts at dodging chemotherapy. Doctors call this resistance, and it's a massive problem in oncology today. Every year, almost 190,000 Americans get this diagnosis. Shockingly, lung cancer kills more people than any other cancer, mainly because so many cases turn untreatable when chemo loses its power. For patients with resistant non-small cell lung cancer, the outlook is bleak. The 5-year survival rate falls below 15%. Here's why. At first, cancer cells respond to therapy, but then something shifts. These cells learn to withstand treatment, almost as if they were developing super armor. Scientists now know that immunity to chemo, the ability for cells to block out powerful cancer drugs, isn't just bad luck, but a biological transformation inside the tumor itself. This growing, drug-protected foe is the most urgent challenge facing modern oncology. Once the cancer becomes immune, it keeps spreading, and people run out of options. That's why researchers around the world are racing to outsmart this resistance so more patients can again get life-saving results from treatment. The fight is tough, but every discovery brings us closer to a breakthrough.
Let's talk about a real-life master of disguise, not a movie villain, but a gene hiding inside our cells. Meet NRF2. In healthy cells, NRF2 is a true protector, acting like a shield against stress. It helps our cells survive tough times, cleaning up toxic molecules and keeping everything in check. But cancer rewrites this script. When specific mutations, like the infamous R34G hit, NRF2 stops following the rules. Suddenly, the same protector becomes a rogue, even a betrayer. It's as if the prison guard joined the escape plan, helping cancer cells dodge chemotherapy. Here's where it gets fascinating. Scientists discovered that this R34G mutation disrupts NRF2's normal partnership with another gene, KEAP1. Together, these two usually keep each other in balance, but this mutation breaks up the team, letting NRF2 run wild, making tumors resistant to treatment and more challenging to control. What's even more eye-opening? About 20 to 30% of lung cancers have this mutation. That means thousands fight a cancer that cheats every standard therapy, thanks to a prison escapee they never saw coming. Now, by understanding NRF2's double life as both guardian and betrayer, researchers are one step closer to turning the tables on drug-resistant cancer.
Ever wondered how a single typo in your DNA can change everything? In lung cancer, a mutation called R34G is precisely that, one wrong letter in the NRF2 gene. This tiny error occurs in about 20 to 30% of patients with lung squamous cell carcinoma. But what makes it so disruptive? Here's the science. NRF2 controls how our cells respond to stress. Normally, another protein called KEAP1 teams up with NRF2 to keep things in balance. Think of KEAP1 as the safety inspector. If NRF2 gets out of line, KEAP1 steps in and calms everything down. But with R34G, this partnership is broken. The mutation changes NRF2's shape just enough that KEAP1 can't lock on anymore. Without that check, NRF2 runs wild, shielding cancer cells and making them nearly untouchable to chemotherapy. When this guardrail fails, cancer cells switch into survival mode, chemo drugs bounce right off, and the tumor keeps growing. Researchers now know that stopping this runaway NRF2 by correcting the mutation or disrupting its impact could be the key to making chemo work again. One tiny genetic error, massive consequences, but understanding it brings medicine closer to beating drug resistance for good.
What if we could make classic cancer drugs powerful again, just by disabling a single troublemaking gene? Thanks to new research from CRISPR, that idea is becoming a reality. Here's how. CRISPR isn't just a gene editing tool anymore. Think of it as a molecular surgeon, precisely snipping out genetic flaws and reshaping how tumors behave. Instead of chasing endless new drugs, researchers found a way to turn back the clock, making old chemotherapy treatments effective once more. By targeting mutations like R34G in the NRF2 gene, scientists can actually restore cancer cell sensitivity to chemo that had stopped working. Even more impressively, they don't need to fix every cell. Editing just 20 to 40% was enough to slow tumor growth and help standard medications work again. The power really lies in the details. CRISPR's breakthrough uses CRISPR to pinpoint just the cancer-driving mutation, protecting healthy cells and minimizing side effects. This targeted approach, backed by years of laboratory work and animal studies, offers fresh hope to patients running out of options. Precision matters, and now with molecular surgical tools like CRISPR, the future of cancer therapy is smarter, safer, and could save more lives than ever before.
Here's what makes precision gene editing possible. The R34G mutation in cancer creates a totally unique molecular fingerprint. CRISPR's strength isn't in breaking things randomly. It's about finding just the right spot, like a lock and key. With R34G, the mutated gene forms a one-of-a-kind lock, and the CRISPR guide RNA is engineered to be the perfect key. Only the faulty cancer cells are opened up for editing. What's even cooler, this single mutation creates a specific DNA tag, called the PAM site, that acts like a glowing beacon, guiding CRISPR to find and cut just the problem area. No guesswork, no wandering around the genome. Because of this exact match, healthy cells are spared. The normal non-mutated NRF2 and the rest of the body stays untouched, meaning crucial defenses against everyday stress don't disappear. That's real protection. And when tested in the lab, this approach edited over 90% of target cells carrying the mutation, with a strong effect even when the mutation was present in only some copies. That's why specificity matters. It means gene editing can reset cancer's defenses, with minimal risk to healthy tissues and the best shot yet at turning the tide against drug resistance.
When it comes to new cancer treatments, trust depends on solid evidence. That's why the recent CRISPR breakthrough didn't happen overnight. It was built on a decade of patient, detailed research. Scientists at CRISPR spent over 10 years designing model systems that mimic real human tumors, testing every step from cell lines in the lab to animal studies, and finally, patient-derived samples. They engineered memorable cell lines carrying the risky R34G mutation, some with 2 copies, some with 1, to see precisely how gene editing affects different tumor types. In parallel, they worked with advanced patient-derived tumor models, creating the closest possible match to human cancers. By gradually progressing from simple lab dishes to living systems and ultimately to models grown from real patients' tissues, the team ensured their results truly matter in the clinic. This careful, stepwise approach means that when the science moves ahead to clinical trials, it stands on a foundation of proven, reliable data, ready to help doctors and patients in the real world.
Let's dive into something amazing. When scientists use CRISPR to cut DNA, the cell repairs the break in all sorts of ways. These repairs, called indels, insertions and deletions, add incredible variety, like each cell leaving behind its own genetic fingerprint. This randomness isn't a flaw, it's actually nature's advantage. Some cancer cells get a +1 insertion, others might lose a stretch of DNA like a -9 or -4 deletion. These differences might seem messy, but together they get the job done. They inactivate the NRF2 gene enough to overcome resistance, even if no 2 cells are identical. Researchers checked these genetic fingerprints closely. They found that even with different types of indels, chemo-resistant cancers regain sensitivity to treatment. In other words, perfect edits aren't needed, just enough diversity to stop the cancer's ability to fight drugs. So with this beautiful chaos of gene editing, modern science can turn a weakness, imprecision, into a strength. By harnessing nature's own approach, we're one step closer to beating drug-resistant cancer for good.
Is CRISPR safe enough for real cancer patients? The answer is looking more and more like yes, and here's why. Scientists didn't just hope for safety, they checked it with the toughest tests. Their strategy combined 3 layers of protection: computer predictions, lab-based chemistry, and real cell experiments. Starting with nearly 500 possible off-target sites, the team looked everywhere, even for a tiny mistake that might sneak in. What did they find? In wild-type healthy cells, over 91% of the gene edits happened exactly where they were supposed to, on target. Less than 0.001% showed up anywhere else. When a few rare edits did turn up, they measured them. Every change was below thresholds that could ever matter for patients. This deep dive approach shows that with the right guides, CRISPR targets only the intended mutation and spares the rest of the genome. That means safer, more predictable therapies, a green light for truly tumor-specific, patient-safe gene editing.
Let's talk about precision in medicine.
specifically how scientists are using lipid nanoparticles, or LNPs, as delivery drones to get gene therapies exactly where they need to go. Instead of viruses, these tiny fat-like particles are packed with CRISPR payloads and programmed to home in on tumors only, protecting the rest of your body. Why use LNPs? Their safety and biocompatibility are top-notch, and they're easy to make and scale up for real clinical use. That means doctors can get CRISPR to cancer cells without risking harm to healthy tissues. The result? Animal studies show that over 90% of the CRISPR reaches the tumor with almost no spread to other organs. With this cutting-edge targeting, the future looks bright. These LNPs pave the way for clinical trials. They could help transform outcomes for patients who need the most advanced cancer care.
Here's something that could revolutionize cancer treatment. Scientists discover that you don't need to edit every cancer cell for gene therapy to work. Editing just 20 to 40% of tumor cells was enough to slow cancer growth and make chemo effective again. Even a partial fix can create significant results. This success without modifying every cancer cell means treatments get easier to deliver and the risks drop. CRISPR therapy is becoming more practical and safer, with fewer side effects, because less genetic editing is needed to achieve a win. The science shows tumors in animal models stopped growing once even a fraction of cells were corrected. So a little editing goes a long way. For patients, this could make advanced therapies much more achievable and less risky. Truly a breakthrough where partial victory is complete victory.
What's the real evidence that CRISPR gene editing can make stubborn lung cancer sensitive to treatment again? In the laboratory, scientists knocked out the NRF2 gene using CRISPR, eliminating its protein. This key move transformed resistant cancer cells from heavily armored to suddenly vulnerable, bringing back the effectiveness of standard chemo drugs like carboplatin and paclitaxel. Molecular tests showed that downstream stress response genes, once supercharged by NRF2, were switched down to normal levels after CRISPR editing. As a result, cells that once ignored therapy were killed by the very treatments that once failed. The bottom line? Careful gene editing in a dish delivered a dramatic switch. Drug-defiant cells turned weak, and medicine started working again. That's laboratory proof in action, a direct pathway from cutting-edge science to future cures.
The real test of any cancer breakthrough is this: does it work outside the dish in a living system that mimics real cancer? With patient-derived xenograft models, researchers implanted actual human tumor cells into mice. This approach recreates the complexity of human cancers. It allows scientists to knock out or activate genes just as in people. What did they find? Adding CRISPR-edited cells to standard chemo delivered a powerful punch. Tumor growth nearly stopped in these models, while chemo by itself barely slowed the cancer down at all. Editing rates averaged 40%, matching what scientists saw in their earlier laboratory work, confirming CRISPR's precision and broad potential against resistance. Most importantly, this animal success translates into real hope for patients. By restoring chemosensitivity, enabling lower drug doses, and promising better survival, this in vivo work bridges directly from mouse models to the next step: clinical trials for patients who need a new answer.
What if a gene editing strategy designed for lung cancer could help overcome drug resistance in many other cancers too? Here's the exciting news. The same NRF2 gene that shields lung tumors from chemotherapy is also a culprit across a range of other stubborn solid tumors: liver, esophagus, head and neck, bladder, breast, and ovarian cancers. By precisely disabling NRF2 with CRISPR, researchers have shown that old chemotherapy drugs can regain their potency, not just in the lungs, but in any tumor where this gene causes trouble. That's why scientists call this a multi-cancer potential. As Dr. Kelly Benas puts it, the power of this CRISPR therapy lies in its precision. It's like an arrow hitting only the bullseye. Lung cancer is just the beginning. The big impact? This gene editing approach could help rewrite the rules for treating resistance in many of the toughest cancers, offering hope for better, more effective therapy far beyond the original starting point.
So how close are we to seeing CRISPR gene editing used for cancer therapy in real people? Scientists have mapped a step-by-step pathway. First comes the IND application, the paperwork needed to launch a new drug trial. Then, in Phase 1, small groups of volunteers help test safety and pick the correct dose. Phase 2 expands to larger groups, watching for results and side effects. Finally, Phase 3 is the big test, confirming that the treatment is safe and effective across diverse patient populations. If CRISPR therapy passes these stages, the patient's benefits could be huge. Lower chemo doses and fewer side effects could mean a much better quality of life even during intense cancer treatment. It's all part of a new message: resistance to sensitivity, one gene at a time. As Dr. Eric Kamik puts it, instead of developing entirely new drugs, we're using gene editing to make existing ones effective again. This approach could transform cancer care, making old therapies new again and giving hope to patients who need it most.
Subscribe to BioTuberOnline and unlock unlimited potential to improve every aspect of your health. Find real solutions for weight loss, blood sugar management, heart health, and mental resilience. Plus, science-driven answers for balancing hormones, boosting immunity, supporting healthy aging, optimizing digestion, managing pain, and preventing chronic disease. Learn to recharge your energy, enhance sleep, sharpen memory, and build strength through trusted fitness routines and nutrition plans grounded in the latest medical research. Explore topics like gut health, stress reduction, inflammation control, women's wellness, men's health, skincare, mindful living, reproductive health, bone and joint care, and integrative therapies. No matter your age or goal, this channel simplifies cutting-edge studies and expert insights, offering practical tips for total wellness, physical, emotional, and social. Join the BioTuberOnline community for step-by-step guidance, actionable strategies, and daily motivation you can rely on. Subscribe now for evidence-based content and never miss an opportunity to thrive in every area of your life.